Hey everyone, Shabby Game here and welcome to a new series here on my channel. We're going to be switching up from the FIFA Ultimate Team across to some career mode. Now mainly because the FIFA Ultimate Team cost me a hell of a lot of money and I didn't really get much reward for it really. Didn't get any good players or anything like that, so I got a bit annoyed and we're going to go for a bit of career mode. I used to love career mode. I don't know why I decided to go Ultimate Team this year, but we're going to go career mode. What are we doing? So far I've literally done nothing. All I've done is I've started a new career mode. We are going to do it as Manchester United. Now, the reason behind that is because I'm a Man United fan, and I just feel I'd enjoy it a bit more, and hopefully you guys will enjoy watching me enjoy it a bit more, if that makes sense. And I've got to name this series The Return to Glory. Of course, Man United has really dropped away over the last few years since Ferguson left. David Moyes took over, and we all blamed Moyes for the decline, thinking it was terrible. Then Louis van Gaal, a seasoned veteran, came in and couldn't turn it around either. And now Jose Mourinho's in there and he's doing worse points-wise than what both the previous two managers were doing as well. So it's not gone necessarily very well. So all I've literally done is I've started the game up. We've been invited to a pre-season tournament here and we've got PSG, Dortmund and Melbourne in our group. So that should be not too bad. If we win this tournament, it's worth 9.5 million. So it's definitely worth doing. The only other thing I have done is I have put some players into our shortlist. Now, I'm going to be trying to buy as many as I can off this list, and I have done my research, so I know some of the good players that we can pick up, and I won't be buying all these players. Some of them are different options for the same position, but I'm going to try and buy as many as I possibly can. Of course, some of them are not going to be financially doable. I think this first episode is going to be mainly transfer business, so if you're not interested in that, then maybe it's worth checking out the second episode when we start to get some more gameplay. There might be some gameplay in this one as well, depending on how long it takes here and there to get some of these transfers. And as you can see, we have 117.3 million to spend, which is massive. I'm looking forward to that. 294k in our wage budget as well, but we are going to be selling quite a lot of players as well. So first things first, let's actually go on to our transfers and look at who we are going to sell. I've already had a quick look through this and I'm amazed at the value of some of these people. I really am. So as you can see, I can't really touch any of these because they're all currently on loan. But Antonio Valencia, great player for Man United, has been so good for us over the last few years, but unfortunately, I am going to add you to the transfer list. See, Ander Herrera. See, I've had a quick look around at this, that, and the other, and all different things, and I think Ander Herrera doesn't actually get much better than what he is. And at 22 million, I think I'm going to let him go. I reckon I can get someone better for 22 million. So I'm going to add him to the transfer list. I feel bad doing that because I really like Ander Herrera. Jesse Lingard, again, a player I don't think is ever going to hit the big time that we want to be doing. So we're going to put him on the transfer list. Who else we're going to have? Morgan Schneider, 17 million. For me, again, he's a good player, but I don't think he's ever going to get much better than that. So again, we're going to add him to the transfer list. Fellaini, I'm tempted just to bloody release him, but we'll put him on the transfer list, get some money for him. Sergio Romero is worth 7.5 million, so we'll add him to the transfer list because I've got some ideas on some younger ones to try and bring in. Phil Jones, again, I don't think he's ever going to progress much higher than the 79 rating that it currently is, so we're going to add him to the transfer list, let him go on and make a career somewhere else. Daley Blind, again, I think he's very much going to be where he is right now, so 14 million. And again, this career mode, we are literally going to be tearing this team apart and starting brand new. Darmian, you can disappear. Ashley Young, you can go. Schweinsteiger, 14 million, and again, he is going to stick at his rating. Now, he's 31 years old, he's 82 rated. He's never going to get any better than that, so I think we can let him go. And one that's going to be either people are going to agree with or people are going to disagree with, but Wayne Rooney. He's on a massive wage, he's worth 18.5 million. And he's never going to get any better than his current 83 rating. So I am actually going to put him on the transfer list. I know some people are going to really be screwing right now after seeing that. Joe Riley, you can go. Fosu Mensah, beast. This lad is going to be one of our key players to build our future team around. Twanzebe, I believe he gets quite good as well. Might keep a hold of him for now. This guy, you can disappear off, mate. I'm not interested in you. Regan Paul. I think Paul does okay. I think he gets like a high 70s, but not much use for us. Goss. 20 years old, you can disappear. James Wilson, it's a shame because I really like James Wilson. I think he had a big future and then he seems to have struggled on loan, so he can go as well. Sam Johnson, you can go. Rojo, you can go as well. And now You look at the players we put on the transfer list, we're going to get ourselves a hefty amount of money in for all these players, close to another 100 million to spend on players. So it's going to be good. We might end up with quite a small squad after this first transfer window, but I think it's good to get rid of some of the deadwood and to start again afresh. So talking of starting from fresh, let's go into our short list. Now we've got two choices of goalkeeper. We can go for Alban Lafont or Juanluigi Donnarumma. I sort of want to go for Donnarumma, but I'm not quite sure how much he's going to be. So maybe if we inquire, or should we just go straight in with a bid of, I don't know what his value is. Should we just be really cheeky and going for a bid for £1 million and see, just test the water, see what's going on. I don't think we're going to get him for £1 million, but we'll test the water and see what it's like. Right backs. Now I think this guy we might go for anyway because he's a youngster. So I'm going to inquire about him. Might be just better to inquire about all these players, mightn't it, really? Let's just do that for now. Let's just inquire the values of them all. Ricardo Pereira, who I really like on Ultimate Team. So the problem about his, he's actually on loan for the season, so he might not be very useful for us. Serge Aurier. I think he's the best one we could possibly go for right-back-wise. But again, he's going to be more expensive. Inquire about Jonathan Tah. Reece Oxford. Now, this should be a cheap one because he's only bronze in a... So I know a lot of the ratings of these players just solely because of the using the Ultimate Team, basically. Lucas Hernandez. Again, let's inquire about you. Kazawa, the left-back from PSG. We're looking for the left-back and the right-back from PSG, so they're not going to be too happy about that, are they? But of course, we're not, like I said, we're not going to buy all these players. I want one left back to try and compete, obviously against. I can't inquire about him for some reason. I want one. Want one. I can't inquire about him. Can I only inquire about a certain amount of players? Looks like I can only inquire about a certain amount of players. Yeah, I only want one left back because I think Luke Shaw is going to be one of our, obviously our main left back going forward. So we just want a little bit of cover and a little bit of competition for him as well. Is there anyone here we can go for straight off the bat? I don't really want to risk too much. Saying that, let's go for Verratti. If I can get Verratti for his value, I will do. He's worth 37, so if we bid 40, he's 85 rated already. I'm thinking he can slot in midfield next to Pogba, and that would be really damn good. So if we offer 40 million for Verratti, if they take that, I'll more than happy. I want to try and get one or two big players. I wanted to go for Andre Gomez, but I don't know if we can buy him. See, he's recently arrived from Valencia for 46 million. I don't think they're going to let me have him for 33 somehow. But I do want it. Andre, I've got him in this list because I've had him in Ultimate Team and I really liked him. Let's have a look at Dahoud. Let's get some of these players scouted as well. Tielemans, of course, we all know Tielemans on several games has been very good. So I think what we're going to do now is just going to go forward a day or so and hopefully get some answers from some of that stuff. So let's advance. We do have a game coming up. It looks like we are going to have some games coming up. Right, we've not actually done this, have we? In response to your recent inquiry of Aitor Bunuel, we would consider a bid in the region of 3.1 million. Okay. Porto... he's currently out on loan, therefore he's unavailable for transfer at the moment. Okay, that's what we're expecting. 43 million for Aurier. That's a lot more than I'm expecting. 11 million for Lucas Hernandez. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Shall I read the rest of these? Shabby Gamer, we recognise that you, the coach and staff, and the players are just coming off a very draining and demanding season, so we appreciate you have accepted the invitation to participate in the Invitational Cup this year. The competition will take place in Australia and is a great opportunity for you to evaluate your current squad and experiment with lineups and tactics before the beginning of the season. It is also a key opportunity for the club to expand our brand. Okay, nice. Shirt sales, great, with 170 million in sales for shirts. Wow. Buying high-profile players will help that. Well, buying in Verratti will probably help that. I don't want it. Transfer market is open, great. Our vision expectations. Want... League. We want to do well in the league and cup, well in international competitions, expanding the brand and youth development. We're going to do some more of that as well. Owen Baker sent us his first report. He's found 20 players within England. Yeah, not really interested in who he's found because I've got my own players. So that's all of our posts then. Okay, let's go back into our transfers. Now we have some rough ideas of what these players are valued at. See, 3.1 million for me seems a little bit over the top. So if we were to approach them to try and buy at 2 million, let's rock the boat and go in for that. It's under his value, and we're not going to get him for under his value, are we? Let's face it, but we're just going to try our luck. See, I wanted this guy anyway, João Cancelo. I don't know how much he's worth. That's the problem. Should I just go in with a bold £5 million bid? I know all these offers are far too low, but I just want to try and gauge a reaction from them. See, Jimenez got down as Lucas Hernandez at 11 million. I'd be tempted to take that. I like that a lot because I know he's got a decent potential. And I'm wondering if we can be cheeky and go for 10 million. Because that would be a great defensive signing. That would be like for like sort of value-wise with Phil Jones as well, which is good. For me, Serge Aurier at 43 million is an absolute rip-off. That's not what he's valued at, though, is it? See, they're saying he's worth 43 million. That's just not, for me, no. I'm not paying 43 million for a right-back. I'd quite happy to take Cancelo instead. Jonathan Tah. So let's scout a few more of these lads then. Get some ideas of prices that we're going to have to spend to get them on board. Usman Dembele is a player I'd love to get hold of, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Bernardo Silva. Now what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get some competition for Mkhitaryan on that right wing as well. And Emre Moore. Obviously, everyone who's played FIFA knows a lot about Emre Moore. He's an absolute beast, isn't he? Andre, Dahoud, okay. This guy as well, I think is going to be quite cheap, hopefully. Asensio from Real Madrid, not too sure about. See, Rodriguez, I'd be tempted to go, if I can get him for 52 million, I'd be tempted to go for that as well. But we'll have to see, won't we? We'll have to see. Should I be cheeky with this one and just drop a million in there and see if we get lucky? Some of these younger sort of 17-year-old players we probably can get for quite cheap prices. Let's have a look at, let's drop a quick offer on Emre Moore of $1 million as well and see how that works. We've actually got Dortmund coming up now, so might get a chance to see him. He might even be in the team against us. Who knows? Probably going to be Dembele thinking about it, but right. So let's go forward a bit more and see if we get some responses. Hopefully we're going to. Boom. I think we're going to end up having a match though, aren't we? We've reviewed your offer for Verratti, and we've decided to reject it because he's too valuable for us. We've set a £69.5 million price tag for Verratti. That's a lot, isn't it? They've rejected Donnarumma. He's too valuable to him. Okay. They want 19.5 million for Cancelo. Leverkusen want 29.5 for Jonathan Tah. West Ham want 1.3 million for Oxford. We'll take that then. Jimenez 36 million. Now that is not bad because he's like 83 rated to start the game with. I like that. 32 for Kazawa. Okay. Okay then. Let's nip back into our shortlist and have a quick look about what that's done for us then. Reece Oxford will definitely go for. So let's approach West Ham to buy, and we'll nip straight in at 1 million and try our luck. Get £300,000 off. I don't think we're going to work doing that, but yeah, Jose Maria Jimenez. He's 83 rated, and they're willing to listen to offers at 36 million. Let's go for 30 million because I think defence. I think everyone will agree that defence is an area that Man United need to improve on. And then Cancelo, 19.5 million. Have I made a bid on him? I have already made a bid on. I made a bid of 5 million, didn't I? Yeah, that's not going to go down too well, is it? See, William Carvalho isn't bad at 83 rated, 22 million. That could be an interesting one to go for. So Verratti, they want 50 odd. They want 60 million for Verratti, don't they? Why can't I make a bid on that then? Let's go back into my news. If I go to that, go to transfer offer. There we go. I can do it that way. So they want 69.5. I'll go to 50, and that's my main offer, I think. I don't really want to go much higher than 50, just in case we don't get much money back in. Player conversations. Fosu Mensah, experiment with the squad and give me a chance to play. Of course I will, my friend. Of course I will. I'm a big fan of him. Donnarumma. Bid rejected. Submit new offer. Might get lucky. You know what? You never know. I might go up to like 2... Let's go up to 4 million for Donnarumma. I don't really want to spend too much on him because we've also got that Lafont guy who we can probably get cheap anyway. These are the ones that have all been sent. So these are the offers that we've currently made and we're waiting for responses on. So it looks like we are actually going to get straight into a game. We have got a game against Dortmund. So in the Invitational Cup. And that's not a bad formation. It's not the formation that I want to play though. Can I edit my formation still on this game? Is that something I can do? I want to move the players around. Can I do that still? Adjust position. There we go. Because what I want to do is I want to do the same sort of thing, but I want to play these two guys as sort of more attacking, which is what Man United do, isn't it, really? So left wing. And then you can go up here as well. And I don't want these two guys to be defensive midfielders. I want them to be box-to-box midfielders. So Herrera. And I didn't mean to do that, but there you go. So I'm going to move them forward a little bit. Right, and you move forward as well. Because I want you to be more involved in the game. Right, there we go. Right, so team-wise, Mkhitaryan on the right, of course. Marshall on the left. And I think the rest of that I'm pretty happy with, actually. Apart from obviously bringing in Fosu Mensah onto the bench in place of Michael Carrick. I think Michael Carrick's due to retire at the end of the season. And I'm actually going to play Fosu Mensah alongside Pogba just to give him a tryout. See how well he gets on. Anyone else? I'm not really bothered about anyone else because a lot of these players are going to be disappearing, aren't they? It's just the new players that are coming in. I might take Lingard off the bench and put on Depay because we're going to keep Depay. Depay's actually got really good potential in this game as well. Anyone else? I think the only other one who's got a good potential I was going to keep was Twanzarbi, but is he currently on loan, is he? Or oh, there he is there. I think we'll leave him off for now. We'll leave him off for now. Okay. Would you like to save changes? Yes, I would. And we are going to be going straight into this game against Dortmund. Now, what I'll do is I won't show you the entire game against Dortmund. I'll just show you the goals. So, yeah, let's get straight into the game now. And I'll show you the goals we score and hopefully don't concede against Dortmund. Plays it out wide. It's Luke Shaw who picks it up. Ball in. Near post. Marshall. Ibrahimovic puts it in the back of the net. It was sloppy. But they all count, and that's our first goal of the FIFA 17 career mode. Ball played in by Luke Shaw. Marshall near post, keeper in no man's land, and allows Ibrahimovic to tap it into the open net. 1-0 here in this game against Dortmund. Don't deserve it, to tell the truth. Dortmund have hammered us for the first few minutes. That was our first attack and our first attempt on goal, so I'm more than happy about that. Puts it out to Mata. Mkhitaryan sees the run out wide of Anthony Marshall. What a fantastic ball. Marshall's behind the defensive line. Can he make it 2-0? He can. What a great goal. That ball by Mkhitaryan over the top. Into the path of Anthony Marshall. I like that. I like that a lot. It cuts out the pass, but it was a lovely pass. And Marshall then with a finish right in the bottom corner. And I think making Marshall and Mkhitaryan more attacking, I think is definitely going to help our attacking options. I think the formation the game gives you as standard is very, very defensive compared to what it is in real life. And having Marshall and Mkhitaryan up the wings is definitely going to score us a lot of goals, I think, this season. And of course, we're only going to be adding to the quality down those wings as well. 2-0. Here is the corner. Be taken by Juan Mata. Oh, Eric Bailly! Eric Bailly on his debut. What a strong... That wasn't even the player I was controlling. What a header that was. That's amazing. That wasn't even the player I was controlling, but he just dominated in the air. Straight in the back of the net. Lovely. 3-0. I don't know how this is happening. I'm not normally this good, but like I said, I'm used to playing Ultimate Team, so I've never really had good players to use, and starting to use players like Mkhitaryan and Marshall's been incredible. He's had to go off because he got a bit of a knock in the first half, so I've taken him off at half-time for Memphis Depay, but yeah, Eric Bailly with a goal. 3-0. This is going really well. Better than I expected. Road. That's been cut out by Pogba. And Rashford's going to get there, luckily. And Rashford cuts it in. It was a bit of a defensive cock-up at the back there by Dortmund, but Rashford takes advantage. Pogba's ball wasn't fantastic. Went straight to the Dortmund defender, but a little bit of luck goes a long way, eh? There's the ball by Pogba. Straight into the back of the foot of the Dortmund player, and then Rashford takes advantage with a nice little cheeky finish. So 4-0. Loving it. I tell you what, this Man United team feels so much better than my Ultimate team, and I'm going to have to consider maybe going up a difficulty level because I'm finding this a little bit easy. Well, we'll try a few more games and see how it continues, and if I do find it a bit too easy, then I will host it up to the next difficulty level, which is World Class, which is not bad considering I've not played this game in so many bloody years. This is the first year, and I've literally gone through all the different difficulty levels now up to World Class. De Gea. Rashford gets it though. Make it way through to Mkhitaryan, and there we go. That is the full-time whistle. 4-0 victory. It was easier than I expected it to be, to tell the truth, and we're only going to improve this team as well. So, wow, I'm tiny. Why am I so tiny? Why am I so tiny? I've got no idea. Yeah, so 4-0 victory. That's pretty damn good. It did get more difficult towards the last 20 minutes of the game when Dortmund brought on the likes of Aubameyang, Royce, Kagawa. It got a little bit more difficult then, but through the most of that game, it was quite easy, and I wonder if that's just because they were playing a second-string team. Like I say, we'll continue on and finish off this tournament anyway, and if it is too easy, then we will raise the difficulty level up. It's not been too easy on online, so I don't know why it'd be too easy here. Maybe it's because we've got better quality of players, maybe, I don't know. But a 4-0 victory, I'm happy with that. And let's get back and see if we've got any transfers. Or should we, let's have a look at the stats first. Player ratings. Eric Bailly got man of the match. I expected that. He's been a beast in defence. And, of course, he scored that goal as well. Marshall would have probably been man of the match if he stayed on. Depay, I like Depay. He's very fast in this game, but he seems to drift in all the time. And it's a little bit annoying when you're trying to open up space on the wing. So I'm a little bit, I don't know what to do with that. But there we go. Yeah, let's get back and check our news and see if we've got any transfers on the go. So we do have a bit of news. Let's have a quick look. Player injured. Anthony Marshall has suffered a sprained knee and will be out for 3 weeks. Ah. Well, that's probably because, well, lucky I did take him off at half-time in that game, so it's probably a little bit lucky that we did take him off. He didn't suffer any more. It was a bad tackle, really. I'm surprised he didn't get like a penalty for it because it was in the box. We've not done any training yet. Let's do training. Of course, training's a great way of getting certain players higher level, isn't it? So let's do a bit of Rashford training. Let's do for him some... I'm not actually going to do the training. I'm just going to literally put it on. Sharpshooting does, finishing and shot power. Let's do a bit of sharpshooting maybe. Let's do a bit of that. Who else? Who else is a player that we know is going to be good? We know Anthony Marshall we know is going to be good, but he is injured. Can we still do it for him? No, we can't. Maybe Memphis Depay. Or should we go for a little bit of Fosu Mensah? Fosu Mensah. That will give him interceptions, marking. That looks like a good thing to go for him. So let's give a bit of that. For Fosu Mensah, let's go continue on. Eric Bailly. Come on, let's give you some good stuff as well. Let's give you... Again, that looks pretty good for you, El Rondo, as well. We'll do a bit of that. We will go for Memphis Depay. Why not? We'll try and get some more of his skills up. What do we want to go for? What do we want to go for? Maybe Beat Your Man? I think Beat Your Man might be a good one for him. And then another one. I'm trying to find players we're not going to be selling as well. Maybe Pogba? We don't need to get Pogba up. Pogba's just going to go up naturally, isn't he? See, Twanzabi is a player who's supposed to be really good. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be really, really good or not, but... Or Smalling. Look at how close Smalling is to an 85, so maybe giving him some good defending would be good. Let's do him a 1-on-2 defending, right. Now I'm going to simulate all the drills, and hopefully we're going to see some movement. Rashford's so close at 87, as you can see, and Smalling's really close on 85. So let's simulate all these. Or simulate. I meant to simulate all, but I've done that. Okay. So Rashford got a B, which has put his stats up pretty decent. Right, simulate all, that's what I want to do. We'll see how they all got on. Everyone got Ds, apart from Smalling who got a B. Okay. So you see all the stats are moving up now. Once those stats reach the end, then the overall stat level will go up as well. Actually, Smalling's very, very close to an 85. Rashford's very, very close to a 77. And Bailey's not too far away from an 83 as well, so it's going to be useful for us to continue doing this training. You can only do it once a week. I'd like to do it more often, but obviously it's a bit overpowered for how quickly you can level players up. Right, transfer rejected. Okay, but how much do you want for him? That's the question. They've not said how much they want for him, so let's submit a new offer at... I don't know how good this lad is. I know he's got a decent potential. We'll give him 3 million. I don't really want to go much higher for players that aren't really that good. That's the thing. We don't really need him because we've got 2 players on that left-hand side anyway. Let's go forward another day. These transfers are going pretty slow, aren't they? Here we go. Unacceptable for Jimenez. Okay, we did offer it a little bit underneath, didn't we? We offered 30 and they want 36. Can I get away with 35? I want to try and save every single penny we've got, really. They want 1.3. Okay, let's just give them 1.3 then. They're only going to moan about it until we do it. So let's stick that in. Atletico Madrid transfer offer accepted for Lucas Hernandez. Lovely. So he wants 40k, which we can give him. Save this £500. And he wants 4 years. And let's say he's going to be a squad rotation player. Let's give him a 5% clean sheet bonus just to keep him happy as well. Let's submit that offer and then hopefully we'll get a hold of him because he'll be a very, very good player for us. Transfer offer rejected for Cancelo because we know they want a lot more than they want 19 million. Would 15 million suit? I do want Cancelo. He's got a lot of pace. And we do need to prioritise a right midfielder and a right back. Transfer unacceptable for him. We did offer 2 million. Let's offer 3 million then. Be nice to have a young right back to fill in as well. Unacceptable for Verratti. They want 69.5 million. We might have to keep a hold of that one for now. I'm not 100% sure whether we can go for that. So I'm going to have to hold off on that one for now. What's going on here in the office then? What is going on here in the office? There was another thing on here, wasn't there? Player conversations. I've been in pretty good form, really. I was hoping you might give me a chance. You're not going to put me on the bench. Okay, we'll start Rashford for the next game. Which we will do now. We might as well do that now, mightn't we? We'll play this game against Melbourne. Then we'll probably finish the episode. And we'll come back next time for a bit more. So let's take off Marshall, who is, of course, injured now. And we'll bring on Depay. And Marshall can drop into the reserves. We can't have him on the bench because he's injured. Rashford, you can start the game mainly because you asked to. And I think that's about it at the moment. Because a lot of these other players are going to be leaving us, aren't they? Twanzarbi. Let's play Twanzarbi for a game. Why not? Let's drop Fellaini off the bench and bring on Twanzarbi for... Let's bring him on for Smalling because Bailey was very, very good in the last game. So let's do a bit of that. And I think that should be enough. I'm happy with that. Let's save the changes. And let's get into this game against Melbourne. This potentially could be easier than the last game against Dortmund. So get ready for some goals. Let's get straight to this game against Melbourne. And of course, I'll bring you back as soon as there's a goal. Come on. No way. No way. Oh my god, I've conceded to Melbourne. I've conceded a goal to bloody Melbourne. That was my poor defending, that was. It was a little bit of a good pass there, back and forth, a good little 1-2 in the box, but I went straight through De Gea's legs as well. That is embarrassing. Our first goal conceded in the FIFA career mode, and it is going to be to Melbourne. Even though we defeated Dortmund 4-0, we conceded to Melbourne. I'll bring you back when hopefully we've scored a goal. I don't want to concede another one. Right, Rashford gets it back. Eric Bailey's lost it. Oh, you're joking me. Why? We've dominated this. Why? Oh, you bunch of noobs. I can't believe that. I had an itchy nose. I went to scratch my nose while I was doing that pass. And I don't know why I did that. The most annoying thing is their goalkeeper saved everything I've kicked at him so far. Oh, that is awful, De Gea. Come on, you're 90 rated. Oh, that's the end of this game then, isn't it? Let's see if we can get a consolation goal at least. Right, Pogba. Out wide to Rashford. This team's getting so bloody lucky. Rashford. To Valencia. Ball in. Ibrahimovic, there we go. There's one back. Oh, God, I can't... Literally, it's taken a minute after they've scored their second for us to get one goal back. That's annoying now. Maybe we can get another one. We were quick getting that one. Maybe we can get another one. Who knows? Again, Mata's corner. Oh, Ibrahimovic puts it wide. Oh, I'm annoyed with that. I'm annoyed about how many opportunities and how many shots I had compared to them. And we lost 2-1. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? That is really annoying. Let's have a look at the stats. 19 shots, 15 on target. And I can guarantee you I know who the man of the match was. Really? Mata got an 8.9. I was convinced it was going to be their goalkeeper. Who made 13 saves in this game. 13! De Gea made 5 and one of those was a useless one. Oh my God. Well, that's annoying. We lost 2-1 against Melbourne. Let's go back and have a look at the news and see exactly what's going on. And then, of course, we'll wind this episode down. I'm annoyed with that result. I really am. Really annoyed. Especially with Paris picking up a second victory in 2 as well. That's bad for us. And that puts them top of the group. But a victory against Paris could help us out, couldn't it, really? Let's have a look at our news. Yep, nothing happening there. Dortmund have... declined our offer for Emre Moore, which is not... there we go. Estimated worth 1.7 million. Well, let us go for 1.71 million then, because I pressed the wrong button. Let's go for it. Let's offer 1.7 million. Player conversations. Marcus Rashford was unhappy for that match. He was happy playing that match. That's the one. So yeah, we're going to finish the episode there, actually, I think. And when we come back next time, we'll do a bit more work in the transfer market. We'll do a bit more training as well, try and get some of our players up to a higher level. And hopefully we'll wipe the memory of Manchester City's franchise team over in Australia defeating us 2-1. That's annoying. So yeah, thank you guys for watching if you have got this far. Of course, as it is a new series on the channel, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button and let me know that it is something you want to watch. And of course, if you are new around here, and you've just found this video, then please do hit that subscribe button as well for a lot more of this. I'm going to be trying to do at least 2 or 3 episodes of this a week, maybe more if you guys enjoy it. If there's a lot of views and a lot of likes, then of course I'll upload more because I know you guys are enjoying it. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon for our second episode.